Very good, everyone. Let's talk about this trade that didn't work out. In other words, we had a loss, but it was a controlled loss. Yes, every time we enter a position, we already have the risk calculated in advance so that if we get stopped out, we don't get hurt more than we could handle. I usually say that this is one of the main benefits of the stock market, because compared to other businesses, there are often risks, or rather, there are always risks that the entrepreneur can't foresee or calculate. There's the risk of an accident or a labor-related risk, or the risk of theft, the risk of default, or something like that. Basically here, in the stock market, we are able to have this kind of foresight. If everything goes wrong, we can at least be certain about the amount of loss we might have, right? This is, without a doubt, one of the greatest benefits of actually being an entrepreneur in the stock market, okay? The big problem is that many people don't take advantage of this wonderful benefit, right? So taking advantage of this benefit will undoubtedly make all the difference in your life as an investor. I usually say that it's like any other business where we buy inventory. However, if that product doesn't sell, at some point we'll have to hold a clearance sale to get that money back, to invest in more products, so things keep moving. So the company keeps running. It's exactly the same thing when we trigger our protective stop, or rather, the stop loss, all right? So here we have this downward movement within a downtrend. The company is H&R Block, listed on the New York Stock Exchange. And we said to everyone, guys, shall we do a short sale? What is a short sale? It's as if I had a furniture store, for example, and said, look, a customer comes in and says, I want to buy this wardrobe. You say, all right, this wardrobe costs $1,000, but I'll deliver it to you in 40 days. So you take the customer's money, have it produced, and then deliver it to them. It's the same thing with short selling operations. In other words, every time there's a downward movement, we look at it, see if there are buyers, and say, hey, I'm selling, but I'll need a few weeks to deliver it to you. And then the stock price tends to fall. We will buy, or rather buy back at a lower price, and deliver those shares to the people we sold them to. It's exactly the same thing. And that's how we told our club, guys, $50.23 is a good time for us to sell. There are a lot of buyers here wanting to buy this stock at this price. So we made this sale at $50.23. However, guys, we had see this limit here. This limit means that if the price went above $55.30, I had a risk of $5.20 if everything went wrong, okay? Basically, in the first week, the stock went against my trade, in the second week as well, and in the third, it closed above my limit. See, this little blue line here is my limit. It closed above my limit. This is the moment to say, that's it. We didn't get this one right. So you see here a lot of trades that we get right, that we show, but when we get it wrong, we also need to show that to you. So what was done here? I put it here. I bought, right? Exactly, 470 shares, okay? So I bought 470 shares times 470 times 50. $50.23. I invested here 23,608. 10 times 50.23, 23,680, $608. What kind of loss did these 470 shares give me? Look, it closed here at 55.50. See, I bought here at 50.23. Well, so basically that was in fact my own unfortunate loss of exactly $5.28, just to be clear. I mean, you know, okay, does that make sense? So $5.28 was what? I lost because the market didn't move in favor of my investment. right, of my trade. So I lost 2,481 here, okay? That's part of it. What's left from this? Let's put it back in the account. Let's wait for other opportunities. Let's make more trades, whether the market goes up or down. What we absolutely cannot do is ignore this protection limit, because did you see how it shot up over there? So here we had the limit under control. If I don't respect this, the loss doubles, triples, and basically has no end. And that's when things get bad for us. So basically this downward movement went against us, closed above the average, and we lost 2,481, which was within our comfort limit for losses, okay? So even before I entered the trade, I was already deciding that if I lost 2,400, it would be fine, okay? It's part of the process. I've already made profits in other trades, won in others. So I have the margin to be able to liquidate these positions if my analysis turns out to be wrong, all right? This is just one more way that we trade the American stock market every day, analyzing, waiting for the best opportunities, and sharing them with our subscribers. If you like this, want to learn and want this kind of guidance, join our club. God bless you. A hug. Bye-bye.